Hello, everybody. Welcome to yoga. I'm Sarah. I'll be guiding you through. We're going to jump right into class, starting standing at the top of our mat or space. You can let those feet be a little bit separated, nice and easy. Tall spine. Take a few shoulder rolls. Making sure we're standing up fully on top of heels, middle of the feet, hips, shoulders. Here, just gently start to reach both arms up towards the ceiling at the top, taking your left wrist and pressing up and over to the right, finding an easy side bend. We're going to pause here, breathe. And straightening back up and go ahead, switch out, finding your right wrist, leaning up and over towards the left, pretty easy. And straightening back up, release your hands, bringing them behind us. Interlace the hands behind the low back. Roll the shoulders down, gently lifting the chest and chin towards the ceiling. Knees can start to bend as we fold. Top of the head reaching down towards the floor. Hands can float away. Allow those hands to rest to the low back. Sliding down the legs, just releasing those arms heavy towards the floor. Keep the knees bent and start to roll up through your spine, one vertebrae at a time. As you return back up to standing, starting over, rolling those shoulders away from the ears. And reaching both arms up towards the ceiling at the top, finding our left wrist again, leaning over to the right. And stretching back up, finding our right wrist, lean to the left. Straightening back up, release the hands, finding them behind us. Roll the knuckles down, shoulders, lifting chin and chest. Knees can start to bend as the top of the head comes down towards the floor, hands floating away. Let those hands rest to our low back, just sliding down the legs, letting them hang towards the floor. Taking that one more time a little bit quicker, so knees bend, rolling up through our spine. At the top, take those shoulders up and back out of the ears, reaching arms up, finding our left wrist up and over. Come back up, switch, right wrist. Back up, hands behind, open the chest. Knees bend as we fold. Allowing hands to slide down the legs, just hanging over. And stepping our feet back, bending our way to a tabletop. As we release knees down to the floor, you can have the toes tucked or untucked. Take a couple rounds, moving through cat and cow. And adding in some other movement here, so you can start to add in some side to sides or circling of your head and tail. So every and all directions. Finding our way back to a neutral spine, we're going to just tuck our toes, cover the knees off the mat, pressing the ground away, a little calf back. And stepping our feet back, finding a high plank, press through the heels. And begin to send our hips up and back, finding a down dog, pedaling the feet, alternating. And we're going to send our right leg up, finding a knee bend at the top. Take some movement here, rolling out the ankle. Take some hip circles. Again, think of moving in any and all directions. Maybe bending and straightening the knee. And then we'll extend that right leg, bring that knee all the way through to a low lunge. We'll tap that left knee down, draw the right hip back. Bring fingertips up, crescent moon. Relaxing shoulders at the top. And bring those hands back down. We're going to lift that back knee, firming up the legs. Then lift back up, finding a high crescent lunge. And bring those fingertips back down to the floor. Step back to our high planks. Take a breath in. Exhale, lower halfway or all the way. Cobra or our up dog. Releasing back to down dog, stretching out. Same thing, other side. Allow that left leg to lift, bending the knee at the top. Take some movement here. Ankle rolls, hip circles. And moving any and all directions. Check in with the hamstring. And lengthening out that left leg. We'll bring that knee all the way through to a low lunge. Square that left hip back as our knee taps down, crescent moon floating up. Shoulders relax. Release the fingertips. We're going to tuck and lift that back knee so legs firm up nice and strong. Come back all the way to high crescent lunge. Release the hands, finding high planks. Take a breath at the top. Exhales to lower, cobra or up dog. We find our way back to our down dog. Take a breath. And sending that right leg high this time, keep it straight. We'll bend that knee at the top, bring it up to our nose, cat back. Stretching that leg, stretching the spine. Again, bend the knee, draw it up to our nose. One more, stretch the leg, stretch the spine. Bring the knee all the way through, low lunge. This time, open twist, sweeping that right arm high. Right arm's gonna bring us all the way up, nice and easy to revolve crescent. Unwind the arms, finding high crescent lunge. Warrior two, spin down, open up. Lifting that right side, straighten that right knee, reverse triangle. Rebend that right knee, extending side angle, out and down. As we come up, we're gonna bend into our left knee, finding our way into a side lunge. You can adjust to turn those left toes out. As we start to sink the hips low. Here, opening up that right arm towards the ceiling. And bring that hand down. We're going to shift to a wide forward fold. Just both feet to turn to that side. Hanging the chest over. And we're going to start to walk our hands to that right foot, turning to the front. Step forward fold, top of our mats. Bending into both knees, allow our fingertips, left fingertips to be straight out in front of both toes. We're going to sweep that right arm high, finding an open twist. If it feels better, you can bring that arm between your knees, being up just a little bit higher. Feel that wingspan from top to bottom. We're going to unwind, come through chair pose, bring our left knee up to our chest, standing tall, little balance. Feeling shoulders over the hips. Sending those left heels down behind us, toes and heel touch. So finding a warrior one. Hips are square to the front. Take a couple rounds of bending and straightening into that front knee. Maybe allow those feet to be a little bit wider. So hips are square forward like headlights. Finding a chest expansion. Hands and shoulders roll down, lift towards the ceiling. And humble warrior. Nose and chest towards that front leg. Allowing hands to release down to the floor on the inside of that right foot. We're going to step that right foot back to the our left and open up into side planks. Spin the heels to the left, opening that right arm high. Side plank, we're here, stacked for 3. High planks in 2. Finding high plank, take a breath in at the top. Exhale, chaturangas. We'll meet back in down dog. Taking all of that onto our left side. So we're going to inhale, begin to stretch that left leg. Bend the knee at the top, bring it up to our nose. Stretch that left leg, stretch the spine. Again, bend the knee, draw it to our nose. One more leg and spine stretch. Knee all the way through, low lunge. Open twist, sweeping that left arm high. Left arm's going to bring us all the way up to stand, revolved crescent. Unwind, high crescent lunge. Right heel spins down, warrior 2. Straightening our left knee and left arm, reversing triangle. Rebend that left knee, extending side angle, out and down. As we come back up, turn those right toes out to the side, bending into our right knee, side lunge, come low. Opening that left arm up towards the ceiling. Shifting into our wide forward fold, both feet turn to that side, releasing the chest, head down. Hands start to walk to our left foot, bring that right foot in to find our forward fold, feet together. Bending into both knees, right fingertips right out in front, and we're going to open twist, sweeping that left arm high. Wingspan those arms if the right arm wants to be between the knees, or up a little bit higher. As we unwind that twist, coming through chair, bring your right knee with you, standing tall. Little balance. Right toes, right heel will touch down behind us, warrior 1. Take a couple rounds, bending and straightening into that front knee, maybe widen the feet out. Hips stay forward. Working our way into a warrior 1. Interlacing hands behind us. Shoulders roll down, open chest. And humble warrior towards that front leg. Releasing both hands to the inside of that left foot. We're going to come into our side plank. Right to the right arm underneath us. Left arm towards the ceiling. Your version here for 3. High planks in 2. Finding high plank. Take a breath in. Exhale. Chaturanga. Coming back into our down dog as we take a breath. Taking all of that on the right and left a little bit quicker. So we're going to inhale our right leg half. Bend that knee to our nose. Stretching leg and spine. One more, knee to nose. Stretch that leg up. Bring it all the way through, low lunge. Open twist that right arm. Core strong, bring us up, revolve crescent. Unwind, high crescent lunge. Warrior 2. Reversing triangle, lengthen up. Bend that front knee, extending side angle. Come back up, bending into our left knee, side lunge, sink the hips low. Opening up that right arm. Move into a wide forward fold, adjust those feet. Walk the hands to that right foot, turn to the front, bring the feet together. Knees bend, left fingertips stay down, opening up that right arm. Unwind that twist, come through chair, left knee comes up, Balance. Send those left heels and toes down, warrior one. Hands behind us, lifting the chest. Humble warrior to that front leg. Hands release to the inside, step that right foot back, side plank, open up towards the ceiling with that right hand. We're here for 3. High planks in 2. 1, high plank. You can exhale as we lower, chaturanga. We come back into our down dogs. We're gonna inhale, stretching that left leg, bending knee to nose. 1 more full round, stretch up. Knee to nose. Stretch that left leg, bring it all the way through, low lunge. Open twist the left arm. Left side brings us up, revolved crescent. Unwind high crescent lunge. Warrior 2. Straighten that left side, reverse triangle. Bend that knee, extending side angle. Come up, right knee and toes turn out, bending over to side lunge. Open that left arm. Wide forward folds. Turn to our left foot, step up, forward folds. Right fingertips down as we bend the knees and open up that left arm. Unwind, come through chair, bring our right knee with us, stand up. Right heel and toes, stepping back. Hands behind us, chest expansion. And humble warrior to that front leg. Releasing hands down to the inside, step that left foot back, finding your side plank. We're opening up, we're here for 3. Finding our high planks in 2. High plank, exhale as you chaturanga and lower. We come back into our down dogs. From here, bring our feet up to our hands, take our forward fold. Separate those feet just a little bit. Walk the fingertips over towards that right side, any amount of bend into our knees. Go ahead and switch, walk the hands towards the left. Hands back to the center. Just gonna step our left foot behind us. Coming into our crescent moon, so tap that left knee down. Allowing our fingertips to reach up towards the ceiling. And then we can anchor them onto that front knee. Just allow those hips to gently press forward. Now we can stay here. Maybe even bring a hand down if you need to. You can rock forward and then adjust, turn those left toes towards the inside of our mat and our knees turning open. And then maybe you come back up to that knee. Maybe you kind of open up your chest a little bit so you can get a slightly different stretch into the hips. So those right knees and toes are still pointing forward. Now we're allowing our hips and chest to open towards the side. Getting a little bit more to the inside if it's uncomfortable in the knee, or you want to focus on the front of that left hip. Stay where you are. If you turn to the side, allow yourself to come back forward. We're going to bring the hands down to the inside. Walk that right foot out just a little bit to the side. Let's maybe draw our chest forward. Option, take this into a quad stretch, bending that left knee, roll that right hand back. You know that from where we are, we're going to move this into a pigeon pose. So we can allow those hips to come up just enough to slide that right foot through. But we're still going to be resting on top of that back leg fully. So we could even maybe try to take a moment, slightly balance. Feel free to fold down to the floor, or again, adding in a quad stretch here. And finding about 8 breaths or so. See if we can draw the shoulders down away from the ears. Relaxing the head, maybe let it move a little side to side. And we'll start to walk those hands back in underneath us. We're just gonna sit onto our right hip so we can swing that left leg forward and just stretch that leg out in front. Toes can be up or relax that ankle. We're gonna move into that left hamstring, seated forward fold. And as we sit ourselves back up, we'll take the right knee, drawing it either into our chest and stay here, or you can bring that foot across, squeezing that knee up and in, and gently twisting over the right shoulder, making sure we sit up tall, supporting ourselves with our spine rather than relying on the hand as we lean back. And as we counter twist over that left shoulder, you can just continue to kind of roll onto that left side. So you flip around facing to the back of your mat, finding your way into your down dog. And go ahead, just walk your feet back up to your hands, finding a little fold here. Feet can be slightly separated. And from here, we'll send our right foot back, coming into our crescent moon. So we'll tap that right knee down, sending both fingertips up high first, so standing tall. And then hands can anchor onto that front knee, allowing ourselves to soften forward. Again, we can stay right here, or if you need to, bring the fingertips down, lifting that right foot up. You're going to kind of pivot on that right knee. Maybe you start to come back up. So again, shoulders or hips are kind of off to the side. We're coming in and out of that right leg, open. Again, if that version doesn't work in the body, or you just want to focus on the front of the hip, stay where you were. We'll all square back to the front, allowing both hands to come down to the inside of that left foot. You can walk it forward or out a little bit. You can roll the shoulders back and keep your chest long and lifted, drawing forward. If adding in a quad stretch here feels great, opening up. And wherever we are, we're going to bring both hands down, making sure we're still on that right leg as we just lift up to sneak that left foot a little bit further through to come back down into pigeon. Staying up tall. Again, if adding in a quad stretch here or releasing down a little bit further, we'll soften, taking about 8 breaths. And relaxing the shoulders, relax the head and neck. Start to make our way up, sitting onto our left hip to just draw that right leg forward, extending it out. Toes can be up, ankle relaxed. You choose to take that forward fold towards the right hamstring. And once more, sitting ourselves back up, allowing our left knee to draw to our chest. Staying where it is or bringing that foot across. As you gently squeeze and twist over that left shoulder, sitting tall through the spine. And as we unwind and counter twist over the right, we can kind of just keep turning around, coming into our last down dog here, shaking it out. And as we allow our feet to come up to our hands, take them a little bit wider, coming into a yogi squat. So heels in, toes towards the corners. You can either bend those knees coming straight down, or you can take a couple rounds of bending and straightening into the knees, allowing those hips to lower and re-extend. And from where we are, we'll find our way to a seat and sending both legs out in front. Taking a seated forward fold here with both legs straight, releasing chest towards the leg. And as we make our way back up, you just bend those knees in, finding our way to a comfortable seat. So taking whatever feels good that we can sit up nice and tall. We're going to reach the arms out to the side, bending the elbows, and allow the palms, elbows to start to draw towards each other, keeping our shoulders down. If you want to slide that right elbow underneath your left, kind of make an X through the arms. Try to keep those shoulders down and our arms reaching away from the spine. If the back of the hands can kind of comfortably reach towards each other. If it doesn't work, keep those arms a little bit loose. Wherever we are, we're going to inhale, reaching our fingertips high. Then we're going to exhale, just draw those elbows and shoulders down. So we're going to inhale, lifting the fingertips up. Exhale, soften down. So as we inhale, lift, think of our lungs expanding so much that the arms are trying to reach away. And then exhale, folding in and down. Inhale, lifting up and away. Exhale, softening down. Take that one more on this side. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, we'll soften, gently unwind the arms, rolling the shoulders back. And taking that on the other side, so reaching the arms out, goal post. Draw the hands, fingertips, elbows towards each other. And again, maybe we're here, actively pressing in and away. Or slide your left elbow underneath your right. And kind of make that X shape and stay there. If the back of the hands can reach, that's okay. If not, keep it more open. And we're going to inhale, lifting up. Exhale, folding down. Inhale, actively lifting up and away. Exhale, fold. Couple more. Inhale, lifting. And exhale, relax. Inhale, lift. Exhale, relax. One more. We're going to inhale, lifting. And exhale as we soften. Unwind the arms. Roll the shoulders back. Reach the fingertips straight down, or maybe even a little bit behind us. Just kind of gently open up towards the ceiling. And we'll find our way to a little crouch and curl ball. So finding those toes underneath us, rounding the spine, chin to our chest. Go ahead from here, begin to straighten out those legs, take a hold. Feel free as we hang over to find those knees, continuing to soften and bend so we can give our nod and the head yes. Nice and big, but slow. And then shake it no. And knee soft, chin is to our chest as we slowly roll up through our spine, one vertebrae at a time. As we come back fully to stand, just as we did at the very beginning, roll the shoulders down and away from the ears. And then send the arms straight down, flex the hands, and then see if we can just kind of press them a couple inches away from the body. So pressing straight down and then gently tip our right ear towards our right shoulder. Making sure we're neutral and tall through every other part in the body. Bring the head back to center and go ahead and switch, just gently tipping the left ear towards our shoulder, keeping everything else neutral. Bringing the head back to center and just allow the chin to tuck towards our chest, straight down. Keep those arms pressing away. Lift the head straight back up and then gently lift the chin towards the ceiling. And bring the head back to center. Release the hands, release the arms, and shake it out. Yeah, great work, everybody. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you next time.